Okay, guys, so back with another video. Nijelnoel, all the introductions. Here is what I started with. So this is the condo that I purchased. I'm not gonna get into how this stuff got here and all of that, but this is what I purchased. This is where I'm starting from. This is the beginning. Like dirt, mouse traps, a bunch of stuff, shoes and hangers and all. This is where I'm starting from scratch. When people look at the apartment now, they can't even believe that it used to be like this. And don't even get into them little half blinds. The kitchen. Like I can't even watch it back because that's how it looked. Like hoocha. It's been a journey, y'all. Look at the mouse traps. Mouse traps on the counter. Like, oh Jesus. Oh Lord Jesus. Anyway, this is where I started from, y'all, and I completely gutted that. So I had the cleaning crew come in, courtesy of my dad and Century 21. My dad was also my real estate agent for this unit, purchasing it. So a lot of perks came with him helping me and doing house renovations and stuff like that. So this is what it looks like so far. It's clean. I'm really looking at what space I got to work with now that all the stuff is out of the way. Cause I'm trying to tell you that first day when I got the keys and I walked in, it was like, what in the world? This is not what I saw, before I went to closing. Anyway, so it's all clean now. And I'm like just walking through showing y'all like the space and, y'all can probably see the different things that still need to be replaced and cleaned. So now that it's clean, we can get started. So the first thing I did was I was looking at these hinges and stuff and these doors, and I was like, because I seen on TikTok that, it was in style to do your doors black and put black hinges on it. So I was like, and look, I can't multitask for shit. But anyway, I was like, let me put some black doorknobs and handles and things like that on there. And yeah, so like, first of all, I'm not handy at all. I'm not handy. I'm very creative. I'm artistic and stuff, but I don't have the patience for handiwork. But I didn't did it, y'all, because I only had but a couple dollars, left after closing to, really do it. So I'm painting the doors black. I got the black handles on there. And I really recommend people to do this. Like, paint your doors. Sometimes I know that these doors are kind of busted, and eventually when I get the coins, what I'm saying, I will replace them. But for now, I was like, I'm just about to paint it. Y'all know the renter special, the landlord special. You just paint something, make it look better for the time being. And these are probably the original. Well, no, they're not the original doors, but they old and busted. Okay, and it looks good. Like just getting some paint and doing a little something with it. And again, that is not pee. That is pine sol. I use yellow pine sol because it smells good. I like the lemony smell. So I got rid of that wall that was in the kitchen. It made the kitchen look so weird. Like you couldn't use the space on the left side of the kitchen and it was just tight. The refrigerator stuck out. It just looked stupid and I felt like it was a waste of space. So I got rid of the wall. And I love a bright area apartment or condo, whatever. It's an apartment. But anyway, I started taking off like that old kitchen. Oh my gosh, this was a headache because this is the original kitchen from 1960 whenever or 70 whatever when this building was built, and it's the original freaking kitchen. The face. It's because that thing was so sticky, like all of that I can't even do it. Oh my god. I had to bleach. When I tell you I bleached down. I probably burnt my fingertips. Bleached that junk down, okay? And I got rid of that stuff. I had went to like a little antique shop and found this table. It's a glass table. I don't have the glass on it though. And I was like, oh, this will be bomb in my junk. Cause I love look. I started planning this thing at IKEA. I used the IKEA kitchen thing. I got some pieces from IKEA and stuff too. But I started planning it so I can see this is a real important part of renovating is you want to, if you can draw it. If you have a 3D model it and really figure out what this space how much space you have, the dimensions of everything, because that really comes into play when you're ripping out walls, when you're moving electrical. And I found this out the hard way, having to move my island back and forth, undrilling it, drilling it back into the ground, playing with the cabinetry. Like, you really, really, really want to do a 3D model if you can. Okay, so back to demoing these cabinets and this floor. It was a weird vinyl floor. Like, whoever was here before put vinyl on top of another vinyl that was on top of another vinyl. So we were struggling to get that off, but we finally did. And now the floor is even and ready for my hardwood floors. Then the devil tried to play with me, y'all, and I had a leak from the upstairs unit. So I squared that away with the person who lives upstairs. We got the leak fixed or whatever. It was a freak accident, but still, I'm like, come on, y'all. I ain't got no money to replace no ceiling. Anyway, so the next thing in the journey was the subfloor was freaking bad. So I had to replace this whole subfloor. So in order to get to the subfloor, I had to rip up these squares one by freaking one. Meanwhile, my freaking kitchen delivery that was scheduled to be a month out decides to show up. So while I'm trying to rip up the floor, they had to squeeze everything over in the corner. We made it work, y'all. But still, look at the mess. Look at the mess. I was peeling them things up for weeks. Anyway, LL Flooring, shout out to them. They came through and put my new floors down and gave me some new trim on the floors, and trim and new floors and paint makes your house look so good. Even an old house. Now, it doesn't look like it, but these walls are not painted. This is the original color that was in here. I'm finna make it a shade lighter with Paper White by Benjamin Moore. Shout out to Miguel. He's the contractor doing the drywalling and the painting in my unit right now. So the next thing I had to do was fix all those discrepancies in the wall. So all them little spots you see, that's him spackling and fixing holes and stuff that was all in the walls. And he painted it. And when I had the electrical done, they had to run some wires to this box thingy over here. So they had to drill in my ceiling, and I was just showing like how he patched those holes up. Okay. And so this is, remember that delivery I said came? So this is me putting together my IKEA cabinets in the room. They already assembled. Dude, pay for the IKEA assembly. Do not try to put IKEA cabinets together by yourself. It is a fail. Do not do it. I do not recommend it. It was so hard. There's so many screws and stuff that I got missing and that I didn't put together right. Like, I know I'm praying that them jumps stay together on the wall. Like, we done screwed the mess out of them jumps to keep them together, because I know I did not put them together right. Anyway, the trash is building up, y'all, on my balcony. It is building up. But I got boxes on boxes from where my stuff was in, and I started pushing things in place. Remember that 3D model I told you about earlier in the video? It came through because those measurements were exact, and I was able to get everything in the right place. And I started to bring some furniture in and started to build some furniture. This is my lovely dad that is helping me put up some of my painting. That's my artwork, y'all. Anyway, so I went on and I started stressing because at this point in the renovation, I was running out of money. So I was like, you know what? I need to get this backsplash done, because the biggest thing that I needed for me to move in was my kitchen being done. So I went on Amazon and I looked at a bunch of YouTube videos, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do a peel and stick background. What's the worst that can happen? Worst thing that can happen is later on, I just end up, getting a real backsplash. But for now, it's going to be peel and stick for $10. Anyway, it came out really, really good. Like, I've told my personal family, like, that it's peel and stick, but like, people, when they come over, they don't even know that that's plastic and rubber on the wall. Like, they don't even know, but it came out so good. Then the freaking ceiling leaked again. So this is like the third time that this damn ceiling done leaked. Excuse me. But I was over it. I was like, you know what, God? I'm gonna just let you handle it, because I can't. Anyway, my stove had like this weird space behind it because of how the gas line like kind of came out. So I built this little spice rack thing, or I don't know, like this little rack thing. And because I didn't want that gap showing, so I painted it black. And then later in the video, you gonna see how, what I use that thing for. Anyway, so the closets in my hallway, I decided to not put the doors back on them because I like the big open feel. And I was struggling trying to put this daggone wallpaper up, but I put wallpaper up in there, and this is how it came out. It looked bomb. I'm gonna do a more detailed video on this whole process, like a separate video. But yeah, I think it looks good, and it's a way that I'm showing who I am through the little details in my house. And I'm really crazy chaotic, like little patterns and prints. But it came out really, really good. And that's what I used them 2 closets for, because again, it's just me in here. I don't really have any extra storage. But moving on, it is now Christmas time, y'all. We have been 6 months into this renovation. And really, some stuff I kind of just stretched out because, again, I'm 25. I'm on my own. Anyway, it's Christmas Day, so my family should be coming over soon. And they loved my place. It's the first time most of them have seen it, and it's just amazing to be able to host. Anyway, I'm gonna let you guys view for the rest of this video all of the changes. This is a couple days after Christmas, and here is my place. I hope that you enjoy it.
It's much longer, much more delicate. Look into the mirror on the wall. Can you see inside your eyes? Does it feel like or does it feel like someone I used to know? I used to know. I used to know. Don't stop feeling, don't stop feeling, don't stop feeling, don't stop feeling down. Recognize your feeling down to the roots of my face, to the tone of my cry. And I feel what I feel for you. Don't die. And it's a vibe, 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 and it's a vibe.